Hi. It is, what day is it? Oh my God, it's Wednesday. um, it's October 29th. Oh my goodness. Is that right? The time is just flying. It's just flying. Hi, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining us. She's been here waiting. I'm sorry. I was getting my drink. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I put fresh raspberries and a vitamin thing and some ginger, apple cider vinegar, turmeric, Himalayan salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper, and that's it. It's delicious. Cheers to you. Okay, it's a little strong, but it's still delicious. Whew. Anyway, I hope you're having a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, the work week anyway, unless you work weekends, in which case. But yeah, it's been really good. I had that flat tire yesterday, and my car is still in the shop because I had to order the tire. But luckily, I'm borrowing my mom's car, so it's very. I'm very grateful to have that because I was able to get to the gym today to my spin class, and yeah, I did not. I usually go for a walk after the gym, so I said, you know what, I'm going to avoid all that traffic and just go right home. So then I've been here doing some stuff, but now I have to go for my walk later. So I will do that later. So sometimes you have to adjust your schedule to work with whatever's happening around you. I didn't want to sit in that traffic again and chance getting caught. So I'm just going to go for my walk later. Or I could go for a walk around here, but I like to make sure if you're doing something, make sure it's safe. Make sure there's sidewalks and that you're not putting yourself in jeopardy by exercising. Sometimes I see people running on the side of these little country roads in like black or camouflage, and I'm thinking, are you trying to get hit by a car? Because there's no sidewalk, and you're kind of running in the middle of the road wearing not bright clothing. And I think, I'm paying attention, but a lot of people are not paying attention. So I just wonder sometimes. Oh, good morning, everybody. Hi, Kevin. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Ricky. Welcome. Thanks for the hearts. So I hope you're having a great Wednesday, whatever you're doing. I'm working on some projects. I have to do some school stuff. And then also there's another project I'm working on, which is really, it's a secret right now, but I can't wait to tell you guys. Once I have something to show you, I'll put some videos up about it. Hi, Caleb. Welcome. Good to see you all. So it is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. Let's do some deep breathing, and we're just going to go within for a few moments because it's really important to take time for yourself, especially now. It's almost November. The holidays are on the way, and I don't know about you, but I tend to get a little stressed out around the holidays. And this is ironic. Like, I've been invited with a local hospital to come and do some anti-stress programs with them at the local senior centers, which is so cool. I'm really excited about that. So now I have to think, I'm a little stressed about creating this anti-stress program. So you're so broke you can't pay attention. By the way, I love it. I love good humor. Love it, love it. Clean stuff. It's mom energy. So thank you all for keeping it clean. And by the way, before I forget, thank you so much to our moderator, Imran Hossain. He moderates every day for us, 7 days a week. Thank you so much for being here, because I can relax and know that our chat is happening in a clean and pleasant way. And thank you, Imran, for all you do. And he does a great job on my thumbnails too. So let's close our eyes. We're going to take a few deep breaths together. Inhale through our nose and hold it. And exhale through the mouth. And we're slowing our breath down. Sometimes I come in here and I'm really wound up. Inhale. And just slowing our breath down. And exhale. It's freezing in here, so I'm kind of rubbing my hands together because it's a little chilly. Inhale. And exhale. Now I'd like you to go within and just think about something you're really grateful for. Is there a person in your life? Is there something you did for yourself? Is there a pet? Something either within you or around you that you're grateful for. And inhale. And just be filled with that feeling of gratitude. You can thank God, thank yourself, thank someone for that thing in your life or that thought. Inhale. And when we feel gratitude, our actual body chemistry changes. And exhale. That's right, Fractal. She's meowing in the distance. Inhale. Yeah. And exhale. Take a few more breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. Try to have that exhale breath a little bit longer than your inhale. Release all that carbon dioxide. I almost said carbon monoxide, but the carbon dioxide. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Okay, so I feel better already. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty good. Okay, this is another story by Florence Scovel Shinn. She's my favorite. She's a metaphysician who wrote a book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, in 1925, 100 years ago. Plenty to be grateful for. Those who allow themselves to see it. Right. I think that's a practice, Art. You're right. We could easily just go through life and think about the things we don't have and the negativity. And if we can switch it to looking for the positive. I saw a post from somebody who started playing a game with her partner, and she said they were kind of coming home and just dumping on each other emotionally at the end of the day and complaining. Go ahead. And they came up with a game where they said, oh, take a picture of the best part of your day or the thing that you're most grateful for. So then all day they were kind of looking, they're like, is this the best thing? Is this the best thing? We can do that with ourselves. We can say, okay, and if you come home at night and say, oh, they're very exciting, pumpkin. That's very nice jumping. We can say, what was the best part of my day, and try to write it down, in a journal. Like if you sort of keep yourself accountable and make it a game, it can be kind of fun looking for different things all day. And that's how I try to go through the day is figure out what can I be grateful for, or how is this, whatever it is, helping me. Yeah, it's beautiful. So this is called I Give Unto You Power. And this is from the power of the spoken word. That's another thing. What we say has tremendous power. And I try to, like, if I have to do work, instead of saying, oh, I have to go write that paper, I'll say, I get to go write that paper. I'm still writing the paper, but it shifts your mindset a little bit to make it like you get to do it. Like I get to go to school. I get to, I get to be grateful. I try to be grateful for the things that are in my life. Yeah. Hi, good morning, Ray. Good to see ya. Okay, so this is I give unto you power. God's gift to us is power. Power and dominion over all created things. Oh, this is good. Our mind, our body, and affairs. All unhappiness comes from lack of power. We imagine ourselves weak and the victim of circumstances, claiming that conditions over which we had no control caused our defeat. People by themselves are indeed victims of circumstance. But if we link with God power, all things are possible. So so if we just, oh, okay, all right. Through a knowledge of metaphysics, we are discovering how this can be done. By your word, you contact this power. Then miraculously, every burden is lifted and every battle is won. Life and death are the power of your spoken word. Watch your words with all diligence. You are continually reaping the fruits of your words. All that you overcome and keepeth my works to the end, to them I will give power and dominion over nations. Overcoming means to conquer all doubts and fears and negative vibrations. So I'm going to say that again. Overcoming means to conquer all doubts, fears, and negative vibrations. Okay? Yeah, negativity. Yeah, you know what, Ray? Negativity can be useful. We can use it. But I think it's more, yeah, you have to be, I think, balanced, right? If you only are negative though, I think that's a weakness because you're seeing things through a negative lens. Whereas you could see the same thing happen, and if you see it in a positive way, for me, it puts me in a better place physically. Like if I'm looking at something that happened, like for instance, yesterday I got a flat tire. You know what? Instead of freaking out, I was like, oh, you know what? I got a flat tire. Let me get somewhere safe. It stunk. It wasn't what I wanted, but I didn't freak out. And I said, all right, something good will come of this. I still haven't figured out what it is yet, but I mean, being negative wouldn't have helped, if that makes sense. Well, which person is not negative in this world? These are good questions. Good. I don't know. I think our analytical mind can tend to be very negative, and our spiritual mind, our soul, is full of love and creativity and positivity. So I think it's up to us to learn how to tap into that. Just my thought. Okay. They would melt away like snow under the sun. I don't know what would. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I missed this sentence here. Overcoming means to conquer all doubts, fears, and negative vibrations. One with perfect peace and perfect poise, filled with love and good, could dissolve all negative vibrations. That's just what you asked. It's pretty cool that you just said that. They would melt away. The negative vibrations would melt away like snow under the sun. Christ said, all power is given unto me to bring heaven upon earth. And I think he also said, basically, we all have that same power within us. So we all can bring heaven to earth. So let's see how to do it. Let us give thanks. We just gave thanks. That this is now coming to pass. For evil is unreal and leaves no stain. The God power is within you, your superconscious mind. It is the realm of inspiration, revelation, and illumination. She dropped some bars, this Florence Scovel-Shin. It is the realm of miracles and wonders. Quick and seemingly impossible changes take place for your good. A door opens where there were no doors. Supply appears from hidden and unexpected channels. For God has weapons ye know not of. Bam. Okay, I'm going to leave it with that because that was super positive. And it's true. I think if you can stay positive, yeah. Inflation, World War III, AI taking jobs. Okay, you're not. Those are all things happening, right? You're absolutely right. And here's the thing, though. I think you're looking at the big picture of these big scary things, which they are. They're valid. They're happening. They're in the world. But oh yeah, okay, thank you. But for me, I'm pulling. I used to worry about this kind of stuff too, like, oh my God, the future, and look what's happening in politics, and look what's happening in inflation, and all these broad issues that are out there and can be really intimidating. I'm trying to go within and say, okay, how can I change my world? How can I be kind to my neighbor? How can I be, kind to myself? How can I think of others that I can affect and spread a little bit of kindness within my world? And then believe it or not, that sort of spreads. Let me see what Art said. A rainy day makes one appreciate the sunshine more. Yeah, that's right, Art, the contrast. So having the contrast of the terrible things that happen to the things that, are good, it helps us appreciate that. So that's really true. Yeah, but hey, Ray, those are totally valid concerns, and they are there. we can't, close our eyes to the world, but also if we worry about all this stuff before it's actually happening, we don't know what's going to happen. It hasn't happened yet, and it hasn't affected. If it affects you directly, then how are you going to change what's affecting you directly? I think it's very easy to sit back and kind of become immobilized by the possibilities of all the things that could happen. Okay, and that is the job. Your analytical brain is doing a great job, and mine did too for years. I would sit here and think of, okay, if I'm going to do this, what are all the possible things that could go wrong? And that's the analytical brain's job, is to think of all this stuff. But the analytical brain can only think of things that it already knows. It doesn't create anything. It can only reflect on the past and go from what it knows. Our higher mind is where the creativity, where the love, where all of the emotions come from. And the analytical mind, it does its job keeping us safe and getting us through the world and making sure we're not in danger, but it doesn't create beauty or kindness or love. So it's in finding that balance between both sides of our mind, the analytical, which we need, but also the spiritual and creative. So that's how we have to, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to do it too. So I'm happy you're here though, because you're giving a counterbalance to all my sunshine and rainbows. Because we need that. We need balance. So thank you. Every generation has its excuses to give up. What makes some people thrive and some give up? That's a great question, Art. Yeah, and I think this is a different society than we've ever had before, because I think people are so isolated, and it's really easy to get caught in the rabbit hole of whatever we're consuming, whatever sort of, whatever we're watching or interacting or swiping. And it's easy not to be in touch with others. And I think that's something that helps me, is being in touch with other people in my life and reaching out to friends. Like a friend of mine came over last night for dinner, and she brought me these flowers because she heard about my tire. She goes, I think you could use some flowers. And she came over and we had a nice dinner together, and we talked about stuff that was uplifting, and she had some things she talked about, and I hopefully, I don't know if I gave her advice, but she gave me some advice on stuff I was working on. And having that human connection, it really makes a difference, and it's beautiful. So anyway, I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. This went long, but it was good. Thank you so much. And I appreciate, an interesting conversation where people say their opinion respectfully, and I love that, because valid points, Ray. I love it. And Art, thank you. And as always, Kevin, thanks. And Imran, thank you so much. And everybody else. I hope you have a great day. Pumpkin, do you want to say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? Nope. She's a cat. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.